What is that?
Look at Jamie. Look.
Hi, baby. Hi. My goodness.
She's trying to get Jenn's glasses. Are you
Yeah.
trying to get her glasses?
Hi, baby.
I don't
Hi.
know what she just did, but I can't see you guys.
Oh, gosh. We can see you and her, so that's fine.
Ellie.
She's the IT tech
Ellie's
genius.
dad. Oh, I think we found it. Hold on.
She's as good as me.
Welcome to Talk Like a Mother Parenting Autism Podcast. We are Jenn, Kim, and Jamie. Take a seat at our table as we share with hope, humor, and honesty.
Hello, welcome to Talk Like a Mother Parenting Autism Podcast, the longest podcast in the world. I'm Jamie here with Jenn and Kimmy,
Hello.
and we're just here for our quarterly check-in, which was supposed to be like monthly and then every other month, and I don't know. Actually, I
Merry
think the last
Christmas,
one
because you
was
might not hear
5
us. Happy New Year if we don't talk to you before then.
But we're just here to update on life. We've had some stuff happen since the last episode, which was alive, and then Halloween just passed, so that's exciting. Jen was Peppa Pig, which is amazing. Anyway,
The most comfortable, by the way. That was
That
comfy. It
did
was
look
literally
comfy.
like pajama bottoms and this warm hoodie. Now, of course, the head was a pig, but you know what? It's fine. It's fine. It was very comfortable.
Let's start with Halloween and talk about our kids. Kimmy, we'll start with you and Alyssa's super cute costume.
Alyssa now has forever. Alyssa's just been a witch. Same thing every year, and that's fine. And then, I don't know, like 3 years ago, she started picking different things out that she wanted to be. Last year, she picked Elsa, although she hated the Elsa costume. It was kind of tight and like had these like weird lace things on it that she didn't like, so she really wasn't a fan, but she got through it and she's very motivated by trick-or-treating. That's like her jam.
Cheers, girls. The only reason I took my kid out. No, I'm just kidding.
So I showed her some costumes on Amazon and let her pick one, and she picked Cruella de Vil, and it was like super cute. It was perfect. It's just like a little thing that goes over her and her arms go through, so it's like simple. And it has red gloves with it. And I was gonna go order it. It was gonna be here October 24th, but I didn't have the money until the next day. And the next day I go on and it says it's arriving on the 31st, which we know Amazon sometimes comes at like 9 and 10 o'clock. So like,
Yeah.
I'm like, shoot. So I tried to get her pick up a backup one, but like she doesn't understand. Like she already picked her costume. That's what she wants. She told me, she showed me, like, bitch, make it happen. And then I just had to sit there every day, like, please come early, please come early. And then the thing said ordered, but like the shipped one the color never went through. I'm like, come on. And thankfully it ended up coming on Thursday. So it came the day before Halloween. So I was like, oh, thank you, God. So she was very happy and she was so cute. She put the gloves on, the thing on.
She was
I
adorable.
should have had the baby. I should have had the baby. I should have got her a Dalmatian costume. I
Oh my
almost was gonna.
gosh. That would have been
Maybe we
adorable.
might do that next year. So
I was like, she'll probably want to wear it again next year, so that's good.
I think this will be a good one. She didn't like the Elsa costume. Otherwise, we would have just recycled that. But because it's not easy to find plus size women's costumes that are like appropriate for her.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
And like also comfortable. Like, 'cause she's not gonna want something that's like restrictive. And this was like actually so cute. And she was so happy. She's been in a phase now where she does not let me take pictures and videos of her anymore. Like we've really gone backwards. But she did let me she had the thing on. She was saying cheese. She let me like take
She's like,
pictures.
I'm a model.
And
Get my
then the
Because I
baby
know I
was
look good. Let's
the
get a
baby
photo
was
of this.
well, I think it makes sense to her. Okay, it's Halloween. I'm in a costume. You could take my picture. She does not want me taking pictures of her doing everyday things. Like,
Yeah.
so before if she was like saying a word or doing something, I would like take a picture to be able to share it on my page. But no. And she'll go right in my phone and delete. She'll my phone, hit my photo and go, put it back. Put it back. That's her version of delete this.
Delete it.
So that's challenging. But she did let me take the picture, and then the baby was a chicken. So
That's
cute.
so cute.
Baby costumes are the best.
I
The best.
retired from Halloween like 2 or 3 years ago. Like, I'm done. I've done it. My son is 32. I have done it for 30 years. I'm over it. So now Neil takes her. But I would have went with him this year, but I hurt my knee, and I was like, it was just starting to feel better. So I kind of felt bad that he had the baby and Alyssa by himself. He did it. She was happy. She got candy. She came back with a big smile.
That's amazing.
What was Kaya, Jen?
Kaya was Gabby from Gabby's Dollhouse because that's her current obsession of
Sis.
movies and everything Gabby. So we ordered like the skinny jeans, which is so funny. Like Kaya doesn't wear jeans. She only wears certain pair of like thin pants. Anyway, she wanted the white and pink shoes, so I got a really cute pair of Converse that looked like the pair she had on. We ordered a black and white striped shirt and a pink sweater. So that was like the outfit. And then she wears the button that she got because we went to opening night and they were giving out these Gabby buttons. So she always puts it in the middle of her shirt. And then she has the ears, and we ordered Pandy. So she
So cute.
literally looked like the character.
She did.
And then Kimmy, funny you said about Amazon because she wanted me to be Peppa Pig. And I ordered what I thought was Peppa Pig, but I ordered Mommy Pig on accident. And the only difference in the costume is Mommy Pig's is a little bit pinkier and Peppa Pig's is red. Anyway, I had to cancel it and reorder it, and mine also was coming on the 31st, which I was panicking about, but it came
I
like 2
know.
days early, so I was like,
Yeah.
"Thank you, Amazon
My
gods.
thing
Thank
never
you."
said my thing never bumped to shipped 'cause it's,
Yeah,
like,
that's
ordered,
crazy.
shipped, out to delivery, so, like, for whatever reason, they just didn't update it because 'cause I'm like, "Oh," but
Stressing out, yeah.
It's always
I
But
that
it
think
was
she
really
would've
good.
worn some like, if I got something from CVS, like a witch or some kinda cloak, like, I think she would've done it because she would've wanted to go trick or treating, but she just couldn't pick another costume because it's like that block, like, she doesn't
Yeah. She can
it's like
understand.
that, she doesn't have the flexibility to be able to jump to be like, "Oh, okay," and she doesn't understand, like, it might not be here on time, like, that means nothing to her.
Yeah.
He's like, "Call Rachel, she can figure it out."
Yeah. She'll get it there. If we can get there, she'll get it there.
She'll sew it.
And then we were with my friends, and we just trick or treated, and it was perfect. A lot of people I was surprised how many people really decorated their driveways, and obviously the Blue Jays are playing the Dodgers. Congratulations, Dodgers. You played an awesome game. Yay, Jays. It was great. A lot of people had their TVs out under tents with bonfire. Like, it was people made a really big deal about it. So that was fun to see all the little kids running around and
They were
yeah.
crazy here. My sister's like, "Is this New Year's Eve or Halloween?" Like, it's
We get a lot of kids
Yeah.
out, but we don't have a lot of people that hand out candy, which is frustrating. So you have to walk, like, far,
Wh
like,
well,
in our neighborhood.
what I did notice this year is I would say 95% of the houses left a bucket out that said, "Take 1 or 2
For
pieces,"
real. Yeah, we had a
which
lot
I
of that too.
think for the kids is disappointing because they like to, like, knock on the door,
It's
say
the
trick or
whole
treat.
interaction.
It's a whole interaction, but I said, "This is 'cause of this is what you did in COVID," and I think people are like, "I love it. I don't have to see anybody," and
Yeah.
actually, at one point, this guy came out and filled up the basket, like, the bucket at the thing, and man, he couldn't close that door fast enough. He wanted nothing to do with the people. It was so funny.
He just
and
doesn't wanna
Jocelyn
Yeah.
gave out candy, but we've done that when because if you're taking the kids out and you don't nobody's home, like,
Yeah,
that's what we do
that's what
too.
I would do, like, this
Yeah,
year
well,
my
that's
parents are
different.
visiting, so my mom stayed back and she handed out candy, but I'll put out a little bowl. I don't put out all our candy because then there's, like, those teenagers that come steal all of it, but I'll put out
Yes.
a little bit while we're trick or treating, and then we'll come back, and then we'll hand out
The same ones
candy.
that steal the blow up decorations on the
Oh my
lawn.
gosh, the drama.
Well, it was so funny because, Nicole's little girl, she's only 6, right? So Nicole kept reminding her, "Take 1 if it says 1." And the guy told her to take 1 or 2, and Nicole's like, "Did you take 1?" And she's like, "He said 1 or 2." And, like, all the parents started laughing because she was, like, making her point. It was hilarious. Yeah, we had a good Halloween. It was really
That's
good. What about
good.
you, James?
Ours was good. My parents are in town visiting, which was nice. Day of, we went to, like, we have this garden center near us, and they do, like, a little fall festival, and usually we try to do a pumpkin patch or something, but we had just traveled the week before for my niece's wedding, so we just didn't have time. And so the kids had Halloween day off, the Friday, so we went and did that instead, and it was fun, like, there's little train rides and bouncy things, slides, all that kinda stuff. So that was good. It was a little bumpy with Jess. I don't know, he just got there was one part where there was, like, these race cart things, like pedal carts, not like go-karts, but he goes getting really competitive about that, and he was, like, kicking their like, it was just I was just like, "Ah!" Like, one of those moments where, like, I couldn't get to him fast, just the way it was set up, and I'm just like, "Stop it!" Like, just you can't do that, and so we left after that, but it was fine, they spent some time there, and then my nephew who lives near us went trick-or-treating with us, and then my other sister-in-law who lives, like, an hour away from us, she came up with her son, and Amelie loved it because her 2 little, like, boy cousins were with her trick-or-treating, and Jess. Amelie was a character from the Descendants movies. I believe she's from I don't know. It's the evil version of one of the characters who goes evil. Anyway, her name's Audrey, but she wanted to be her because she has pink hair. So that was basis of that.
Nailed it.
was really
Nailed it.
cute. Jesse was, a Ninja Turtle, Raphael. Originally, he wanted to be Jinyu, I'm not know if I'm saying that right, from K-pop Demon Hunters, the boy, but it's really like a costume, not costume, because he's just wearing kinda like regular clothes, and
Well, it's
like
kinda like Kaya with regular clothes,
yeah,
really.
and so like and they don't have any costume like, you have to get them from Etsy or, like, online because, like, the
Mhm.
regular retailers didn't have enough time, they did not know how popular that movie was gonna be, and so, like, we really tried to convince him to be something else, and he loves Spirit Halloween, we've been, like, 5 or 6 times this year,
But yeah,
and so I let him, like, look at the costumes and kinda pick one from there, and that kinda helps. So he picked to be a Ninja Turtle, and so that was fun. The costume, I don't know, it was cute, and but it had, like, these, like, arm things, armbands and leg bands, and he just kept messing with them the whole time, like, trick-or-treating at the school, dress up,
Listen, I
at
say you come to Salem next year, you bring your kids as Dalmatians.
I wanna go to Salem. I don't wanna go at Halloween, though, it looks insane. We'll have to go to Salem as Dalmatians, like, a month later.
Honestly, I've never been there for, like, Halloween or
You look at
anything,
the
so I'm
images of
just joking.
Halloween, and it's, like, packed, like, of people. Anyway, but it was a really I actually said it was, like, a really good Halloween because it was kinda like, in the '90s, you watch those movies and they're like, everyone goes to, like, a fall thing during the day, and then they go trick-or-treating, like, that's not realistic, we're always so busy usually, but that's kinda what we
Yeah,
did, and it was
exactly.
cute, and, they got candy, Jesse stayed out trick-or-treating, I think the longest he ever has, so it was fun, but I was
Nice.
gonna say, Jen, it is funny because my kids have always loved we call it Gabby Cats, but call it Gabby's Dollhouse. My kids have always loved that, and I should have always thought of you guys to introduce that to Kaya because you guys
yes.
love cats, and I don't.
And also it's Kristen Wiig is in the movie, which
Yes.
we all
Well,
know
yeah.
what led Kaya down the bridesmaids trail with
She wasn't in the show, so I didn't know that
she
before. I did
she
not know that.
ruined it for me. So that's cute, like and I told Kaya that was her, and she kinda looked at me like, "Okay," but I mean, it's funny, but, I mean, she really did look like the character. I mean, we did nail the outfit pretty good, like, she
No,
was,
it
like,
looked
head
great.
to toe. I really tried to c convince her to cut her hair Gabby's length, but it was a hard no. It's a hard no.
Meow. We have
Yeah.
the same ears and we have that same pandy.
Yeah. Now the only downfall is I live in Vancouver, British Columbia, and we have weather exactly like Seattle. So it rains here all the fall is just rain. And so it was like torrential downpour. The nice thing is it did let up for like halfway through it, like just let up, which was
It
great.
rained
But
all week here.
it was so cold that like I have a heated steering wheel that you can, put the button, it gets I couldn't get my hands warm. Like I had my butt seater on, my hands on my head. Like my hands were so cold because it was so wet. And I had on like little white Skechers like an idiot.
It's like you
So
can't get the relief from the wet. Like, it
no,
snows here sometimes, but we did have some rainy days before, but luckily Halloween
We
was
did
nice. It was cold, but
it rained almost all week, and then it stopped, and then it rained from 6 at night to 6 in the morning, but, like, wasn't raining for Halloween for trick-or-treating, so
that's nice.
but it was kinda,
That'd be
like,
best.
rainy out, like, do you know what I mean?
And now we're
Like,
on to
wet and stuff.
Christmas. I mean,
Christmas.
there was
We're
like
on to
some
Thanksgiving.
funny reels
We
the
get
next day, like
Thanksgiving
people
first.
literally taking down their Halloween and then hit the camera and their house is Christmas. Like
I
that's
just wanna
good.
say, I mean, I'm proud of myself because I took down my Halloween decorations the day after Halloween, but I do just get sick of it. Like, I just, like, want the space back and all stuff.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
do not have the energy in me or, like, the giving up a space to immediately in one day, take down all my Halloween I also overdo it. Let's not get there's several tubs and multiple trees, I have issues. But, like, the idea of taking down all my Halloween stuff and then setting up Christmas that same day is insane. I need the break. I need, like,
The
the month
break.
of
Yeah.
November to do
Yeah.
and I'll
I'll put my
decorate the
tree
day
up.
after.
I'll do yeah, we already had our Thanksgiving, but I know for you guys, like, it's a big holiday and then whatever, but I'll decorate December 1st. I was telling the ladies before we went live, Kaya's discovered if there's any kids in the room, I don't wanna ruin anyone's Christmas, but she's figured out what is not real at Christmas. I won't say it in case there's anyone listening. And
Kris
so
Kringle.
that's been, like, a focal point for her. So it's been, like it's all she talks
Can't
about, so
let
I'm
her
worried
go.
if I decorate for Christmas, it's just gonna make it even worse.
Let's
But
give this some time.
I do have some Christmas cushion covers I ordered off Amazon that are
What is,
arriving
like,
today. Can't wait.
what letter to this
I said to Jamie she must have seen it on YouTube or heard someone talking about it on some app or something. I mean, I don't know, but she knows
She's figured
that
it
it's
out.
not yeah, she knows.
You gonna save
So,
money then? Nope, they still
no,
expect
because
the
she's
same
still
amount
s
of
nope.
stuff.
She said 20 presents. Dang
You
it, that
say,
was last
"Oh,"
year's quota.
you tell her, "You don't believe, you don't receive." She'll change her
Auntie
You
Kimmy has
don't
a
buy.
message for you.
we're n not skipping, but we're gonna go on a vacation right after Christmas. Obviously, we'll get
Minimal.
stuff for the baby, we'll get some stuff for Alyssa and Ari, but we're gonna whittle down just stockings for
Great,
the kids.
that's a great idea. Where are you guys gonna go?
We're just going to Florida, nowhere special.
Nice.
Florida.
I mean, it's hard because, like, there's not a lot of places that are warm in December, January. Like, you gotta really go far. Like,
South.
yeah, Florida or, like, California or, like, obviously, if you go tropical, but, like, we don't have passports, and Alyssa doesn't have a real ID nor a passport, so, like, I don't wanna deal with all that, and I don't know that I would get we're gonna drive. We were gonna fly, but she's just been her anxiety has just been not good, and I don't really
Well,
she
it's
has
hard that
this
time
little
of year too, because like, flights can be delayed or canceled because of weather, and then you just
yeah, and I'd rather just us deal with it, like, in the car than the whole airport
Espe
deal with it.
well, especially because with all, like, the shortages and stuff, and the I mean, holidays are the worst time to I mean, they're the worst to fly anyway for delays, but now
So
especially.
we're just gonna drive. We're just gonna drive.
which you guys have done, right?
Yeah. Yep, and we're gonna do Discovery Cove and maybe Busch Gardens, I think. We're not gonna do Disney this time because the baby's so little. She's only
Yeah.
gonna be 10 months, so it's
I
just I
remember
think
But
it.
she's free.
Huh?
But she's free at Disney, which is nice.
She's free at all the parks.
Yeah.
Um, I just feel like it's so busy at Disney at that time,
Yeah,
and
that time of year especially.
it'd just be a lot, so I think I wanna do Discovery Cove. That's one of the places I've always wanted to do, so, um, I'm gonna see if Alyssa will, like, do, like, the swim with the dolphin and stuff.
I was gonna say there's a Kimmy in I don't know exactly where it is, but there's a dolphin sanctuary in Florida
I think it's in
that
Miami.
works with kids on the spectrum.
I think it's down, like, further south,
Oh, okay.
and I think that's the place where they had what's that dolphin movie with Morgan Freeman?
I know which one you're
Tail?
talking about.
Yeah, Dolphin's Tale. And that's where they have that dolphins there.
I never seen that movie, but
And,
Oh.
yeah, so I think we're gonna do that, and then
Oh, it's so cute, James, you gotta watch it.
we might do block your ears, some people, because they won't like this, but we might do SeaWorld, because Sesame Street Place is inside SeaWorld, so that would kind of, I think, be cute for the baby, or we
In
might not
Florida, they
just
have a Sesame Place?
it's inside
it's
SeaWorld.
like
Oh,
the kid
I
land
didn't
of SeaWorld, right?
oh, I didn't know that.
But they do the parades and the shows, and they do the characters and all that stuff.
Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha.
So, with Discovery Cove, you can get into SeaWorld for free, and then you can pay extra, and get into Busch Gardens too, so but I don't wanna, like, overpack it at the same time,
Yeah.
Could you
'cause
do
I
it
like
in 2
like
days? Like, break it up into 2 days or no?
what do you mean?
Like, do half the stuff one day, the SeaWorld side, and then go back, or does it have to be in the same day, the pass?
No, no, you unlimited 14 days.
Oh, nice.
I mean,
Nice.
I'm not gonna go more than once.
More than enough.
But I if you were on a vacation for 2 or 3 weeks, that would be nice, but, like, it's just so much, even parking, get into the park takes forever, so, like
Will you guys do an Airbnb? That would make
yeah,
more sense, right?
I've
Yeah.
been looking at them, and I have to book one soon, and, yeah.
Yeah, that
And the
makes
thing
more
is,
sense.
the daycare's closed the week between Christmas and New Year, so it's like, I really wanna go on vacation when the daycare's closed, then I don't have to worry about emails, phone calls, I don't gotta worry
Mhm.
about anything happening or get to emails or text or anything. I might overlap by a couple of days, but, like, it's not relaxing for me when the daycare's open and I can,
Open,
like
you're getting bombarded with stuff
well,
anyway.
because I'm on just even if nobody's bothering me, I have to make sure my phone's near me, I have to make sure I'm available just in case of there's any kind of emergency or, anything has to be kinda handled. It's just not 100% relaxing, and then I'm turning 50 this year. I know, it's so sad, I'm not gonna be in my 40s anymore. I keep telling Neil because he's older, and he'll say something about me being old, and I'm like, "Huh, I'm in my 40s." But I told him I want a tropical vacation for my 50th birthday. It doesn't have to be on my birthday, obviously, like, it can be, like, within, like I'm giving him 18 months, and I'm like, "I don't wanna plan it, I want someone else to plan it." I don't know if that will work. I mean, I'm
I
gonna
mean,
try.
We need a new podcast of just Kimmy's travels.
I know.
Oh
And
god.
it's so funny
Kimmy
because, like,
travels more
before
than
you guys
anyone
knew
I
me,
know.
I never traveled. No, but I never traveled. We never went anywhere. Neil went on a plane for the first time in 2017.
I remember that. You're telling us.
You guys made me travel to Minnesota. I wouldn't have done all those traveling things.
She brought Neil along.
I
Oh,
did.
yeah, she did, I forgot about that.
I'm
The
codependent,
potty.
and I will admit it.
We just traveled for my
No
niece's
shame in your
wedding,
game.
which was fun, and Jesse, I mean, it's probably the best he's ever done, and I think it kinda helped because we had, we had people come with us. My husband's cousin's wife and the kids traveled there with us, and then the husband had a work trip, so he met us there, and they traveled back with us, but I think it kinda helped. We have done that before, like, we've traveled with my sister and her son and stuff like that, but it also really helped because their three-year-old came with us, and he's a little bit of a wild one, and I think it really helped Jesse have it like, someone to, like, kinda help take care of in a way, even though he wasn't really helping, but, I was like, "No, you gotta do this because for Henry," or whatnot. So it was really cute. But we went to North Carolina, and let me tell you, we went to a park there, and I guess they have a few parks like this. They are the nicest parks I've ever seen, and Denver has some really cool parks. We also I will say this, credit to Denver too, we have a lot of sensory parks, like, with, like, adaptable swings and slides and all that kinda stuff, but this park was so cool, and there was, like, a first aid station, like, manned, and this was, like, a Thursday afternoon. They have the nicest bathrooms, some of the nicest public bathrooms I've ever seen, and there was someone, like, manning the public bathroom for the park, and then off to the side, there was this little thing that looked like a house, but had, like, these chairs and everything around it, and it was actually, like, a coffee place for parents and had a wine and beer bar that, like, you could just hang out around there while your kids play at this huge park. It was, like, the coolest thing. I was like, "Man, North Carolina." Well, this was, like, the Raleigh area, has it down.
Like my
Nice.
It was
Chuck E.
awesome.
Cheese, they serve beer and wine. It's
We
on
went away for our anniversary, so we went away the weekend of Columbus Day.
You?
Funny story. So, I lost my real ID.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
So
saga.
this was super stressful because I was like, "I don't know if I'm gonna get on a plane. I don't know what they're gonna do." So I obviously ordered another one, and they said it would be there in 7 to 10 days. We were literally leaving for Florida on the 10th day. But in the thing I got, it also said, "If you don't get this in, you know, 4 weeks' time, contact us." I'm like, and a lot of people are like, "Oh, you can still get on the plane," but it's like just one of those things like you just never know. And I was like, I don't want to book a hotel and like lose my money because it's going to be less than the 24 hours if they didn't let me on the plane. The same thing with the car rental. We had nothing booked, which I mean, I'm not type A, so it's not like the weirdest thing in the world for me. Like,
What?
I've
You're not
definitely
type
like
A?
rented a car last minute, whatever. So I had an idea of where I wanted. We were just going to go to the same resort we had gone to last November. And we were going to Fort Lauderdale. But then we were in the airport in Rhode Island, and I'm like, it's raining and was raining here. And I'm like, "Oh my god, it's gonna rain for 3 straight days in Fort Lauderdale," because obviously East Coast still, right? I'm like, "That kinda stinks." I mean, it's not the honestly the end of the world. We just hang in and watch movies and, like, get food delivered. It's not like whatever.
That sounds so good.
Yeah, so then I could not get a rental. They had no rentals in the whole airport, so we had to, like, stay near the airport so we can come back the next day to get a rental, which was kind of annoying. But then I was like, maybe there's a part of Florida that's not raining, that's, like, not too far away. So we ended up going to Naples, which was really nice. Like, I it was just across, so it's on the west coast of Florida, and it's quiet. There's not like Fort Lauderdale is really busy, sort of city-ish, like, kinda like Boston. Like, there's just a lot of busyness and stuff like that. This was just much quieter, and then we went to a resort that was well, it had a ocean view, but it wasn't on the ocean like the other resort was, but, I just had a
She has to suffer.
I had to suffer.
Poor lady.
But you could get, like, on a tram, and it was, like, a 5-minute, like, golf cart ride to the beach from where they do the valet, so we did do a beach day, that was really nice. They have food there, they have everything there, so that was we went to the Outback twice. We're not adventurous when it comes to food. And then we went to the Cheesecake Factory, all restaurants that we have here, but it was fine. It was good, though. We went for 4 nights, and then, Alyssa, she had a really hard time the last time we went away, so we were really, really nervous about leaving her, and she's just been having a harder time in general. So, of course, while we were away with the rainstorm that was here, part of our ceiling fell through. She was not too happy about that,
My
neither was
gosh,
Neil.
so
So
stressful.
that kinda sucked, but it was nice because we left on a Saturday, so Sat and I was off of work on Monday because it was the holiday, so Saturday, Sunday, Monday, work was closed, I didn't have to worry about it. It was only the Tuesday, and we came home Wednesday, so it was nice, though. We had a good time. We relaxed. It's getting harder because Alyssa has always been kinda out of sight, out of mind with us. It's like once we're gone, we're gone. I think also she likes having the house to herself, but now there's a lot of people here, so, like, it's not
It's not a vacation for her.
as much.
For you guys to be
And I
gone.
think she's more aware, so she knows when we're going to leave, and she said the night before she kept going to me, "Home, home, home," which I think was her telling me to stay home. And I'm
Sad.
like, "I'm home, honey. I'm staying home tonight. I'm here." I was just trying to play dumb. It's just she's never been able to communicate like that or, like, really understand to this level, so it's just one of those things that it's, like, obviously awesome that she's progressing and communicating better, but, like, it has a flip side to it that makes it a little bit harder sometimes because then she is telling you things and, like, wants them to happen. But she did
Every
okay. She did okay.
I mean, with the ceiling literally falling in.
I know, and then she got upset, but she was able to, like, kinda, like, get through that, which was really good. She was a little upset, so, of course, Kara goes, "It was so sad." She was just sitting at the kitchen table crying." I go, "Because of the sailing?" She goes, "Oh, no, that was before the sailing." And then my other daughter's like, "Why would you tell her that? What's wrong with you?" She was so pissed. I'm like, "Yeah, I'm just lying to myself, trying to make myself feel better over here."
But that's how it goes. Obviously, you and Neil are together, but it's like when you travel away as one parent and like the other parent's there, it's like you don't like. I mean, it's usually me because my husband used to travel for work a lot, and I would try not to complain to him about things or like they were sad and they missed you. But like it's kind of hard not to. But on the other end of that, when you're the one traveling, you're like, I don't want to hear that. I don't need any of the guilt. Guilt me when I get back. Not why I'm here.
And I was really stressed about it. My son's like, "Just go, like, we'll deal with it, like,
Yeah, it will get figured out. It
it'll
will
be
work out.
fine." And
Yeah.
the thing is, like I said to Neil, the thing that's hard with her is, like, it's not like I want my mommy, like, I want my mother to be here because I'm gonna miss her. No, she just in her mind, I belong here.
It's
You know what I'm saying?
confusing.
It's
Yeah.
like me and Neil are supposed to be here, we belong here. It's nothing to do with, like, her attachment to me or anything like that. It's just in her mind, this is what she thinks how it's supposed to be. It's kinda like part of breaking her routine more than her being upset that I'm not here,
Yeah.
if that makes sense, and I'm like, "Well, what are we supposed to do? It's not like I can wait till she's, like, older, she's already older.
Well,
It's
and
already happened."
it's hard, obviously, but it's good for you, for one, to take care of yourself and reset yourself. And also, she will I mean, I think she already has, like, slowly learned that, like, sometimes mom and dad are gone for a little bit, but guess what? They come back. And it may not, like, hit her the processing may take time each time, but the more she gets used to it, I think the easier it
Well,
will be, or
that's
at
what
least the
no,
understanding
Jamie,
will
that's
come.
what I thought, though, because that's what was happening, but
But
now
well, you did put all these bitches in your house.
now
So
she
there
but now she's becoming aware. Like, now
Yeah.
she's like
Well, and I was gonna say it was like every time there's an a leap of awareness, which is like so great, and you're so and then but it's like, but now they're aware, but then like the anxiety's still there, and the like the perseverance, I'm just trying to think of a different word, is there where they're like stuck on things, and you're
yes,
like
yes.
ah, but
And
like
she
you're
got and now
happy.
she's getting so she knew so we were so what happened was I was packing the night before, just the backpack in my room, like, just, like, the stuff that we were gonna carry on, and she was in bed, but she got up and then came into my room and saw the backpack, and I'm like, "F." And then she also saw my laptop on my shelf, which, I usually use my laptop out in the kitchen. So she goes, put it back," which I gave her my laptop. I'm like, "Okay, go ahead, put it back." And then I'm like, "Hide that backpack." I'm like, "Hide it right now." And so Neil got up and he, like, hid it, and she came back in and her eyes are, like, everywhere, like, she's not dumb. Like, she's like and she looked at me and she goes, "Backpack?" And I'm like, "What?" And she goes, "Please." "Backpack, please?" And I'm like, "Okay, I'm like, "Okay." I'm like, "Give her the backpack." And there wasn't even I think I threw in, like, a toothbrush and like, some toothpaste, just a couple little like, a charger, nothing, like, major. She took everything out. She took everything out and then put the backpack back, and she was like,
What does
"These
she do
bitches
when you
ain't going
guys
anywhere."
leave?
And I'm like,
She
now she's
knows.
and that was before she said the home, home, home thing, which I think she saw that we always bring the same backpack every time we go on a trip. So we actually left the backpack there, so, like, when she went into the room and saw it, like, maybe she would not have realized that we left, so we end up using a Kara's school bag, but that morning, she was all over us. Anytime I left my room, she flew out of the room, like, she's like, "Not on my watch," but eventually she, like I'm like, "What are we gonna do if she doesn't, like, go to bed?" Because she had been up all night, but she went to bed, so it's just a lot.
Anything else in general?
No.
I mean, we're recording this right before a full moon, and I feel like I could feel it.
Oh,
Well,
I
both
feel
my kids.
something coming. I don't know what it is, but it's
My
Well,
something.
kids
the
have both been insane, and my nephew.
the clocks have just gone back, so
Well, and then so we've had if you follow me on Facebook or Instagram, but mostly in my stories I've talked about this. I think I've talked a little bit about it in my writing, but we've had a lot of I don't say drama with Jesse's school, but he had a new teacher this year. It was a disaster. I think I talked about it a little bit. Like we had like a bad experience at first, and then we met with her again, and it was like okay. And then we had a meeting with her because there was some stuff that was coming up about him being in the gen ed class. And we met with her, and I just realized this lady had no clue what was going on, like at all. She didn't seem to understand autism. She didn't seem to understand Jesse. Like she's like, well, he's learning in the general classes. He's at grade level. And we're like, no, he's not. Like, what are and it was just like this whole like eye-opening moment. And which I think may have led to I'm pretty sure she quit. I don't think she was fired, but I'm this woman abruptly quitting like a week and a half later, which Isaac's like, I think that definitely had to do with us, like, at least bringing things up because we met with the principal and the vice principal, and we had a really positive meeting with them, and they were gonna try to help her and figure all this stuff out. Anyway, but then Jesse didn't have a teacher for a while, and I was just really, like, down about it because we've had bumpy situations at school before, but overall, it's been a good experience, and I was just kind of blindsided because we were kinda just trusting the process, which, like, I almost feel bad about it, but I also wanted to give this lady space. She was new. It's a big program to take on, this autism program, and just to come in and realize she had no clue what was going on. Anyway, it all led to all this, and then they're gonna try to get a new teacher for this week, starting this week, and I was just like, "Who's gonna come in November as a special education teacher?" Like, that was has to be such a hard find. But we walked up on Monday, and Jesse's old teacher, the teacher he had from kindergarten for all his autism class, for kindergarten to second, had come back. And I was like, oh, like it's the best case scenario. I'm
yes,
so grateful
awesome.
that she's back. But so that was going on. I've had some weird health stuff, which ended up not being in the world, but it was kind of scary for a moment and it was painful, which sucked. And then we've just had so many appointments just that fall this time of year, like hematology appointments and all this kind of different stuff, like just general check-ins for Jesse's other diagnosis I don't know. We've been in and out of the doctor's like I have a doctor's appointment in the morning even. And I was just been like so stressed. I'm like, there's a win finally. But otherwise, I just feel like our kids because Alyssa just went through like a behavioral
Yeah,
run.
so her anxiety is just not coming down, so we're gonna have to bump up her medicine, but the issue I think is, so we put her on Zoloft, like, a year ago, and it worked amazing. I couldn't even believe how good it worked, like, amazingly. I just think it's not working anymore, but it has helped her communication and understanding ridiculous leaps that she's made since she's been on this. But what happens is it's challenging to get it in her because I have to sneak it in her. So sometimes what's happening too is she's probably not getting her full dose. So it's probably like not also helping. So they want us to up our dose. We did find Zoloft has a liquid version, but again, 7 dropables in the drink. So we haven't done it yet. She's calmed down a little, but I'm telling you, breaking things, breaking glass. She kicked through the wall, and then she kicks through the wall, and then she goes and finds the joint compound and brings it to nail. Like, you know what joint compound is and how to find it and what it's used for? I mean, like, really bad outburst and screaming and just she's, like, in her teenage rebellious stage.
Mm.
She has come down from that. But I'm like, we have to just keep her level. And people don't like that because that means basically giving her way. But it's more important right now to bring her down from this because now it's becoming a habit. So now it's not like she's out of control to the point that she can get so dysregulated that she could throw something or break something. I'm not saying that's never happened. That's happened many times. But it's like she has no control over it. This is like, you pissed me off. I'm going to piss you off. You're gonna tell me no? Watch this. And it's becoming a habit. These things with autism, especially and with Alyssa, things become a thing so fast.
Mhm.
that your head could spin. So I'm just trying, I'm like, let's just try to keep her as level as possible. And her sleep has just been horrendous. She's been like staying up all night and waking up at weird times and just it makes her so dysregulated. So then she misses school. The more she misses school, the more her sleep. It's just like a vicious
Been
cycle.
like the whole
Um,
schedule.
so she's slowly coming back, but then she does this thing when I come in her room in the morning and she goes, I need home. I go, "Excuse you? I need home." I mean, one day we had an actual argument. We literally said I said
I
it
am
was the
home.
night before, and she goes, "Night night." She goes, "I tired." And I go, "Okay." She goes, "I tired." And I know what she's getting at, but I'm just, like, pretending I don't. I'm like, "Okay, school tomorrow?" She goes, "No, I need home." And I was like, "No, you need school." "No, thank you." And I'm like, "Well, what do I say to that?" She's communicating she doesn't wanna go. Like, and her school told me, "Well, just because she communicates something doesn't mean she gets her way." I'm like, "It kinda does actually because I how am I gonna force her to go to school? I can't force her to get dressed against her will. That is not gonna work. She's stronger than I
Yeah.
am. There's no forcing that. You want me to do that and then what, force her into the car? And then drop her off to you? You'll be calling me so fast I won't even be out of the parking lot." And then one day I did send her against my better judgment, and I had to end up coming to get her that day. They're like, something
Yeah.
upset her, and it was just this whole thing, and I was just like, "Okay." So, yeah, and she loves school. It's not like she doesn't wanna go. She loves to go to school, but I think she knows I think what happens is she's so tired, like, sometimes on a she goes Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, so sometimes on a Wednesday, she's been up all night, and I just send her. So then she comes home and
Yeah.
crashes, and then she's up all night again, and then by the time Friday rolls around, like, she's, like, done, like, she's exhausted. And but what was happening is she was missing a lot of Fridays, and I'm like, "I don't want this to become a thing because then she won't go on Fridays anymore." So it just
Yeah.
and they're like, "We should get her to go 4 or 5 days," and I'm like, "Yeah, okay, come get her." Like, I don't like
You wanna
and
figure
very
that out?
clearly, I go, "It's so extraordinary the way she finds the words that she no, I need home." Like, she could I mean, there's no question what she's saying, like, she is communicating it, so we've definitely been struggling, and it's hard because, like, she was so calm and so good for so many years, probably 5 or 6 years. Where she just kinda did her I'm not obviously, there it's autism, there's obviously little bumps in the road, and we
But
work hard
also,
to make
Kimmy, you have a lot of things
but
going on.
this happened way before that. Her behaviors, when we put her on medicine, nobody was here yet.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so this started I think that COVID really because she was so off her schedule and she was not going to school and her routine broke, and we've seen a lot of behaviors come back during that time, and she just never fully bounced back, and I think the more she understands I mean, I know it's obviously,
Her
like
awareness has grown a ton since even we just met
Ton.
in 2020.
yeah, so much, and then her communication, so she's able to kinda, like, really be like, "Nope, I don't want that there," where before, like, she'd be yelling and screaming, but I wouldn't like, sometimes I could figure it out, but sometimes I didn't. Now she's like, "No, I'm telling you, I don't want this here," or, like, "This can't be this way," or whatever it is, and then when she starts to go off in a tizzy, there's no bringing her back sometimes, and then, of course, that's when we have a lot of people here and a baby and a dog, and there's just been so many changes, and it's all just stuff for her to bounce off of and feed off of more than anything, and she has come down a little bit, but she's not back to her we just want her back to her normal self, like, for herself, like, she's you could hear her breathing, she's constantly, like you could hear it, she's just anxious all the time, so then, like anybody, like, if I'm anxious or irritable it doesn't take a lot to set me off, unfortunately,
Yes.
I'm just gonna admit that,
Yes. Yes,
you
yes,
know?
yes.
Then you say the wrong thing to me and I'm snapping, and it's no different for her except for she just doesn't do it appropriately because if you don't give her what she wants, she's a bitch. And then she'll do things like, we'll go to leave the house and she'll be showing me a picture she calls it a bowl of ice cream, but it's actually a bucket.
That a girl. That
And
a
she'll get a
girl.
little bucket. She goes, my
Knew I
bowl,"
liked her. Knew I liked that
so
girl.
yeah, she's nope, and no flies on her. I remember for so long, I'd always be like, "Do you want something?" And, "No, no, no," and I try to show her pictures, and now what did she want? She wanted Girl Scout chocolate mint Pop-Tarts. I'm like, "Where am I gonna get these?" I found them on Amazon. Only one place had them.
So, she saw them somewhere.
She saw them well, she goes online and she goes Stop and Shop, Walmart. She goes on their websites and she'll be like, she'll want Oreo ice cream, but, like, sometimes they don't have it just because it's online, you
Oh, no,
know?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then she doesn't fully understand, and if you're not saying yes, you're saying no. If you're saying, "Oh, maybe tomorrow, or maybe in a few days, or maybe if
Doesn't
I can
yeah.
find," she doesn't she gets upset because she's like, "I'm showing you what I want," and then she'll go
Yeah,
and get her toy ice creams and be like, "Okay, let me show you in another way because 'cause you're dumb." She'll show me, like, that, "No, this is what I want," and she doesn't really understand that you can't always, like, get it because it's not
yeah.
always available. So she gets these chocolate mint cookie Girl Scout cookie Pop Tarts, and it also came with, like, the
So funny.
chocolate like, the caramel delight ones, which are disgusting. They're disgusting. So, I don't even really like Pop Tarts, but I just wanted a little something. I said, "Alyssa, can I have one of these?" And I pointed to the chocolate mint Pop Tarts. She goes, "No, mine." I said, "Mommy can't have one?" And then there's 16 in there, I think it'll be okay. And she pointed to the box in the bottom, which was the caramel delight one, like,
Which
"You
aren't
can
that
have one
great.
of those."
You can have one of those pieces of shit. You're not getting
But I
mine.
mean, honestly, this level of communication, but it comes at a cost, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, I always thought she could just communicate, if she could just tell us. Now, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of miscommunication still and a lot of stuff we still don't understand, but, like, she's able to communicate more than she ever has, and I always thought, like, if she could just communicate and we could just understand, like, what she wanted, it would make things so much easier, but that's really not the case.
Yeah.
It almost makes things harder in some ways because, like, she doesn't understand that she can't just have this thing that she
It's
wants.
kinda like, "I said it now. Give it to
Yeah,
me," but
it
the
reminds me of, like,
understanding's
when a
not fully
you know, when
there.
a little kid says "please" when they first start talking, they're like, "Please," and then they think you can just have what you want because 'cause you're saying "please." We see this in the daycare all the time. It's like, "Yeah, we hear you saying 'please,' it doesn't mean you can have it."
Jen
It
does the same
reminds me
thing
of
to
that.
me.
She's like, "But I'm showing you what I want," which is great. I'm very grateful, don't get me wrong, but sometimes it's like, because she gets angry.
Jen, how's your angry teenager?
Oh, man. Something. I mean, there's no sh she's in that she is in that stage. I mean, she's obviously not a typical teenager, but she wants her door shut. I always knock before I was asked to come in now. I'm like, "Well, it is her room." So we're definitely in that stage. I always joke she must talk to Alyssa because she has the same sleeping pattern. So Kaya just woke up like an hour ago to start her day, and she'll
It's
be up till tomorrow morning when she goes to
4:45
bed.
there, right? You're
Yeah,
you're
it's
at
only
4:45
4:45
there.
here. And so I wouldn't be able to sleep at night at all, but we do have, thankfully, a fully alarmed home with cameras everywhere. So, like, she did go out into the driveway one morning at 4:30 a.m., which triggered the house alarm. And yes, I was naked. And yes, I was in my driveway chewing my kid in the house. And I'm sure all my neighbors got a good look at me, but that's not what we're talking about right now. But like
That costs
I'm
money if you wanna see that.
yeah, that's on my other site. But I am surprised, like, she's eating mango again. They've cut up mango, they've cut up grapes in the fridge, cut up strawberries, and if she wants more, it's so funny, she'll eat, like, right out of the barrel, like, of strawberries,
Mhm.
and
Yeah, Jessie, same.
she'll just leave all the green stems
Yes,
inside.
same.
It's so funny, and then she'll leave, like, her bowls lined up, and the other day, I'm like, well, that's weird she didn't use any bowls, like, 'cause she goes and gets her own bowls. I used to leave everything out for her, but she gets it on her own, so I stopped doing that when I realized
That's
she was getting it
awesome.
on her own.
Jessie
But
eats out
then
the
I also
containers.
realized she put the dirty dishes back, so, like, then I had to go through all the
Hey!
silverware, and there's, like, all this sticky,
But
like
that's kinda cool that she
yeah, she put it back, so I explained it to her, and she kinda looked at me like I was from Mars, but I'm sure to her that's how I sound. Anyway, so, yeah, just tons of, like, growth at night on things that, like, I just did for her, and then I just one night got up and saw her doing it herself, and I was like, "Oh my goodness." So then I was, like, hiding half not hiding, I she will stop eating if she's not hungry, but if there's 4 yogurt, she's gonna eat 4 yogurt. If there's 5, she'll eat 5. If there's 3, she'll eat 3. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like she'll eat what's in the fridge, so then I was putting, like, the extras in the fridge in the back room. Well, she was going and taking them out of there. I didn't even know she knew we had a fridge back there. So now I hide it on the upstairs fridge, which is really only a matter of time before it dawns on her I'm putting it up there,
Yeah.
right? So, anyway, it's pretty cool. It's pretty
That's
cool.
awesome.
Yeah.
It's just like Alyssa, sometimes you come out in the middle of the night and she's sitting at the table in the dark eating ice cream.
Right? It's just like, got my bucket. Got my
Me
bowl,
as
I'm
well.
good.
That's also me.
Yeah.
Oh, and you know what I just did with me and Neil? Well, he didn't really wanna do it, but he just went along with me. I went and saw Shonda Rhimes speak, which was
Oh, I
pretty
saw
Ooh,
cool.
that.
that's awesome.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Amazing.
that was actually really cool. I didn't know that she lived in New England. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I knew that oddly, her house is super
Oh,
cool.
yeah, she lives in Connecticut. I was like, "Oh, I didn't know that," but that was pretty cool.
It's awesome. A New Englander like Kimmy.
She's like, "I moved across from California, packed up all my stuff, everyone thought I was crazy, and moved to New England," and I was like, "Thought you lived in
Hey, girl.
California, I didn't know."
Hey, girl.
Exactly. No, it was pretty cool. She's very inspiring.
She's very and I love articles and stuff where they interview her. She's just so like you just meet people who are experts at what they do and how well she knows right. Like it's just amazing. Like I just love her. She's badass.
I know, she's so talented, it's just crazy.
Shonda Rhimes.
Kimmy's always traveling. Just kidding. I didn't know she
Gosh.
saw Shonda Rhimes, but I did know she went on a
Hold
trip.
on.
I'm so bad about watching stories. I'm going to get better.
I know, I went, like 2 weeks ago, I think. So it was one of those weird things that I saw her and I was like, "Oh, I love her, I'd love to go see her." And Neil's like, "Well, what is she doing?" And I'm like, "Well, I don't know." And he's like, "Well, what is it?" And I'm like, "Well, I don't know." And then I forgot that I got the tickets,
Oh
and
my God,
then
Kimmy.
and then I'm like, "Oh, shoot." And Neil was hoping I also
He
didn't
didn't
remember.
remind you. He didn't remind you.
You know who I almost went and saw too, but I didn't end up getting tickets was Julia Quinn, who I also really like her, but I didn't get tickets for her.
You know who I got devastated from yesterday? Because I saw Queen Elizabeth Theater and I was like, I'm gonna butcher her name. I apologize. Malala Yousafzai. I freaking love her. I have her book coming. I read her first book. I think she's a freaking hero. I love that girl. She's
She's
amazing.
awesome.
And we have a Queen Elizabeth Theater, but so does Toronto. And that's where she's gonna be across the country Friday night. Not here. Dang it! I was like, "Come on, Vancouver's a huge city. Why aren't you coming here?" And she tweeted
Sure.
back to me, so I got a little excited about that. She responded to me on Instagram.
Jen is Twitter famous.
Yeah, she
Well,
is.
that's true. That is true.
And I don't know if I talked about this last time, but I got to see Tom Odell, who I
Yeah.
think I did talk about this. And then, because if you don't know who he is, go look up his song "Another Love." It's the best song ever. And then he was also playing in Florida when we were in Florida. He was opening for Billie Eilish, and I so was trying to get Neil to let me go, but he was not really going for it. I mean, if I really, really pushed, I probably could have. I'm like, "It's in Miami. We're gonna be in Fort Lauderdale. It's literally like 30 minutes." And I'm like, "Don't you like Billie Eilish?" He's like, "Yeah, I like her, don't wanna see her in concert," and I'm like,
Okay, so here's the
trying the
thing
other
about
angle,
her.
like,
Not
make it
Here's
his
like
the
a
thing
crowd.
about her. I wouldn't know a song. Maybe if it was a song that was popular, like you guys know me. I'm like, I listen to Lionel Richie. Okay, I'm 52 years old. I'm
Billie
not
Eilish,
hip. I ain't gonna.
I
That
definitely have,
girl That girl just donated a certain percentage of her entire wealth to a freaking food bank in lieu of what is happening and urged all the other billionaires to do the same. So, whoever that girl is, hats off to her.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah, that was
yeah, and
pretty cool that she
I
did that.
definitely have I have a writing playlist that I use for when I write, and, I definitely have at least a couple songs of hers.
Yeah, I just thought that
Um,
was really cool she did that. And we know T Swift does that too. So, you know,
Jen's friends.
I was almost
they're
gonna
my
see Taylor
friends,
Swift too. I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
I
sure
did just
does.
buy tickets for Cursed Child, which is the Harry Potter play, which I read they released the, like, screenplay. I don't know, is that what
Mhm.
we call it for a play as well? But the script, and I hate it, and I call it blasphemy. I don't know if you guys listen to our Harry Potter series, you'll know that. But I still bought tickets, it's coming to Colorado, and I bought tickets, and I spent a lot of money.
I did see that,
And
I
I was
did
like, "I
think about
might
getting
hate
tickets for
this."
that,
But I'm
but
doing it for
I love
research. The magic and stuff in the play, everyone says
yeah,
is
but
really
you're such a
cool.
big Harry Potter fan, like, how do you not go see that? Even if it's
And, like, the
just
tickets were
for
so much, and Isaac's like, just do it." And we're not going till June, which is so far away, but I'm
I
like, "Oh,
wanna go
just."
see, I was thinking about going see they have, The Outsiders, a musical.
Well, that's supposed to be really good.
So I was like, "Neil, would you wanna go see that?" And he's like, "Maybe." But I'm very big for planning things and looking things up and not actually getting the tickets.
Or
I do
getting
that
the
with
tickets and then forgetting until the last minute
yeah,
that you bought tickets.
yes, I mean, I just can do it either way, but, yeah.
Now I'm excited for my book coming, James, which I know I probably wouldn't recommend for a book club, but I also have the Virginia uh, Guffreys. I don't want to
You showed
mispronounce
me
her
you
name
got
either.
that.
That book's coming out too, so I've got a lot of good things to read. I'm excited.
And I just sent my book to be printed at Staples. I'm gonna get it printed and bound so I can do my next round of edits on
Isn't
paper.
it cool, like, having it physically?
I
I
don't
have
have
that
it
picture.
yet, but
I
hopefully
know, well,
I
when you have it
it took me
physically.
4 hours, Jamie, to get it uploaded to Staples. So I uploaded it from my Google Drive, and then my Google goes, "We just protected you from Staples. They tried to get into your account." And I'm like, "Yes, I wanted them to, people."
I need them to take this from me.
Like, every which way I tried to do it, it, like, wasn't working. I was, like, getting so annoyed, but I did it, and, it'll be ready tomorrow.
For more
And
work,
then I know, but I'm excited because I feel like I've just edited so much on the computer, and I feel like my brain is just
and it will be a nicer way yeah, like, it might make
yeah,
it
they
look
say,
different,
like,
like, being on, like, paper.
and I feel like I can, like, look back and forth, like, scrolling is so hard because it takes so long to, like I don't know, I feel like it will just
Like,
be a
turning
different
to the
way.
last page
It
and being
is
like, "Hey, did I just
it's
write this here?" Seems like so much easier.
And they say, like, sometimes if you edit in a different way, like, you'll pick up, like, different things that you know, like
Well, even like, I'll read on a Kindle and stuff here and there, but I much prefer holding a book. Like, it's just easier for me to read, and I don't know if that's my disability or just in general, it's just
Kindle
easier.
actually makes me almost nauseous. I know that sounds weird, but, like, I can't really read. Like, it almost makes me sick even if I read too much on my phone, like, I get almost nauseous.
Oh, yeah, I get
Like,
motion sickness from
anything.
my phone, like,
Yeah.
well,
especially if I have anything moving, but
I don't know how I can do it on my phone and I'm blind. Maybe I'm just because
well,
then
maybe
that's what
that's
it
why
looks
you're blind.
like, it's small, you know what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
always doing that.
Well, people
But,
who even, like, write all their pieces and stuff, like, on their phone, I'm like, "How the hell do you do that?" Like, I'm that
I wrote a
millennial where
whole
it's like
book. I wrote a whole book on my
I
phone.
know.
I mean, I
Kate
use my
wrote a lot of her
laptop
stuff on there
sometimes,
too.
but when I'm in the zone, I can type so much faster on my phone than I can on a keyboard. Like, I
See,
don't
I'm
know.
better on a keyboard, I think. I don't know.
It's just it's like a different like, I feel like I have to think more when I'm on a keyboard. And when I'm
Yeah.
doing this, it's
You're
just
probably
like
more efficient, like, you're just, like, throwing it up, like,
yeah,
Give it
yeah.
out.
But that's exciting, and I also found on Word, which I hate Word, I so prefer Google Docs, but you have to put everything on Word to send it to the editor, but they have a read out loud
My
option.
computer has to read out loud, and it helps me a lot.
It's not that bad, it's really not that bad, and it kinda makes me I just pretend that I have an audiobook.
I do that, like, before now I have, like, a program that helps me edit things, but because of my dyslexia, I don't always catch things, and so it really helps me to hear someone read something back to me, and so
Absolutely,
I
and
use the read out loud on my Mac all the time.
the same thing with the book, and it shows me where things are, like, maybe not as smooth or, like
Yeah, it doesn't
just
flow as well.
reading it, like, is fi sounds fine, but when you're hearing it, I'm especially, like, missing words and stuff because when I read, I just my brain puts the words in there even though they're not there. Like, especially, like, the
Yep,
and, and, like
that's literally how my dyslexia
and when you
works.
edit, like, I edit so much that I'm constantly, like, deleting things and copy and pasting and moving them around and then rewriting them, so, like, sometimes the sentence just gets messed up because, like, a word is left over from, like, the last sentence or, like,
Yeah.
whatever, and because I know what it's supposed to say, I don't notice those things, but when you hear it, you're like, "Oh." So, I'm gonna
But yeah,
be
Yeah,
that's
because even when you read it back a lot of times, I'll read it as the word is there, even though it's
yep.
actually not there.
yes,
But you're
yes.
right, when you actually read it, you're like, "Oh, frig,
Or
that
hear
word's
it,
not
yeah.
there." Yeah.
So, I'm gonna listen and then take notes on the paper. It's getting there, it's getting there. It's funny from the first draft to now, I'm like, I've learned a lot. So, hopefully, I can polish it up, and then it's gonna go back to the editor. 'Cause, like, I'm just dumb and I don't know
Woohoo!
how these things work. Because I was like, "Oh, I'm ready to send you for the line edit." And she goes, "Okay, I'm gonna keep it also and do the proofread." And I'm like, "Well, what do you mean? Isn't that the last step?" And she goes, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Well, I don't get it." Because in my mind, I thought she would do like, make the edits, send them back, I would apply the corrections, and send it back for her for the proofread. And my son's like, "No, mom." He's like, "That is the last step. Like, you should be sending it to the line edit when it's, like, the best that it's gonna be."
Yeah,
And I'm like,
like, all you
I
could
thought it was kind of the middle step where you would send it, she'd make the corrections for the line edit, and then I would apply them and then send it back to her, but that's apparently not how it is.
it's a learning
It's
process.
such a learning process. And Rachel will be like, "Well, what does the line edit do?" I'm like, "I don't know. I'm not exactly sure." I'm like, "Who's gonna fix these paragraphs? Because I don't know how to write a paragraph anymore."
You just lost all
Well,
ability
blogging,
now.
like,
God,
ruined
that's
it
so
because
funny.
when I blog, I space everything out so you can kinda skim through it, but, like
Yeah, you make it
writing
easy
so
reading.
it's different because it's like, no, these sentences need to be together so I don't have so many freaking pages, but yeah. So,
All right, I
uh,
gotta go. So,
okay, love you.
Um, right, ladies,
love you,
love
ladies.
you.
Thanks for
Thank
coming
you,
on. We'll
everyone.
chat with you when we do. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for joining us for this episode of the Talk Like a Mother Parenting Autism podcast. If you are enjoying our podcast, make sure to rate and review us wherever you listen. Give us a follow on Facebook and Instagram for more content, and we'll see you next time.